Hey, and welcome. Hey, and welcome, you guys. Thank you for clicking on the video. Before we get started with this thing, please do all of the things at the bottom of the screen. Like the video, it is free 99 to support your girl. Comment down in the comment section and let me know what you thought of this episode and the season as a whole. Share this video where you share your videos because sharing is caring. Subscribe, please. Okay, tell a friend to tell a friend. Keep those notifications on because sometimes life happens. Cash App and Venmo is there for those who would like to bless your girl in the tip jar. Girl's not monetized yet, so feel free to jingle jangle a little change on in there. But baby, we're gonna get into it. Oh, and yes, let's remember this is all alleged. But now we're going to get into the thing, baby. We're going to get into the thing. We're here for Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 16, sweet 16, part one of the reunion, y'all. Part one of the reunion. So what are we going to start with? We're going to start with the fashions, okay? I almost forgot my little bit of razzle dazzle. Y'all almost made me forget my razzle dazzle. Oh, there I am. So we see all the ladies here. Beautiful, beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. And I'll probably will go back to this picture, depending upon how I feel. But let's break down the fashions. Now, a couple of ladies I was able to get more than one picture. So we got Miss Quad, Miss Quad. She got it. She got it. And indeed, she is. Quad always kills. I don't know if I like the hair that much, but I love the dress. Now, I would be remiss if I did not say that it is a Bridgerton theme. And I don't know that the ladies got the theme. I think Andy was saying hers was like a more modern day Bridgerton. Child, I guess we're just gonna go off of looks. I don't really think any of them were on theme, but let's move on through. We got Toya, okay. Miss Toya Bush Harris or Harris Bush or Bush Harris, I think. We got 3 different looks for her. Love to see her with Eugene. This dress I like the dress, but it looked even better when she was sitting down on that reunion stage, maybe taking up space. Okay, Black woman, take up space. Hers may have been closest to Bridgerton, but that's about all we got, baby. Next, we had Dr. Jackie Walters. And I throw Curtis's old Linky behind up in there. Jackie always plays it cool, plays it safe. I like Jackie. Jackie is giving you classy. Jackie is, she's giving you that vibe. I liked it. Again, Bridgerton theme. We ain't seen it yet, okay? We have Miss Heavenly, Dr. Heavenly Kimes. I love this dress. She's giving us curves, all of the things. Absolutely hate that choker. I haven't liked a choker since I was younger. I grew up in the 80s, 90s, and chokers was in. And I liked them then, but ever since they came back in, your girl has not been a fan. The hair is cute, but we probably could have done, a little something else with the hair too. But okay, again, not Bridgerton theme. Y'all hated Simone's dress. I did not. I don't know about the bob. I like the dress, not on theme. We just needed a little something with that sheer panel that she's got quite right there to make that work a little bit better. Then I think we would have been okay. Dr. Mimi, I wasn't a fan of this dress, but y'all like it. It wasn't horrible, but yeah, baby, y'all like it. I love it. Contessa, the body is bodying. She's real thin. I like this dress. I'm gonna keep saying none of it is on theme. Potentially something different with the hair, but I thought it was beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. She does better at the reunion than she typically does throughout the season because she don't know how to dress that body of hers. Contessa likes to be in a costume 9 out of 10 times, okay? And I think last and definitely least, we have Sweet Tea, also known as Letitia. Baby, they said that she was channeling the good sis Aretha Franklin with this look. I said, I can see where Heavenly said she got the hair from her, but baby, this wasn't it, okay? And this is your second reunion, so I need her stylist to get a little better, boo. Get a little better. But that's just my opinions. I would be remiss if I didn't go through the fashions. I didn't want to waste y'all time on the finale. Don't mind me as I flip back, y'all. I could have pulled that off the screen and did it, but I did not. Here we are. We're going to sit this up here so we can look at all the beautiful ladies as we get into this reunion. So Dr. Simone, we always get the package where the ladies are coming in. They're saying their little speech. Dr. Simone calls it DOA, or Day of Accountability. I said, let us see. Andy's kind of checking in on everybody, and Sweet Tea wants to be the last to come out. For why? For why, girl? But okay, we're going to let you have it. Phaedra was invited but did not attend. And Toya said, she kind of wanted her to come and defend herself, but she said she would not help this show for Ish. Now, I have a huge problem as to why Andy, did not make this lady show up. She is Bravo property. She's going over to RHOA, which I don't want to see her over there. She gave y'all absolutely nothing for the last 2 seasons, and you are not going to make this lady be held accountable. I didn't like it, not one bit. I need y'all to please get down in the comments and let me know how you felt about it. I'm glad to get Phaedra off my screen for a little while, but everybody should have to show up and be accountable for this reunion. Now, I know Dr. Damon didn't show up one year because one of the kids were sick or something like that. And something like that I get, but this, it's a no for me, dog. So we get some never seen before footage. And she calls the ladies trash. She's calling them demonic menaces, mean and angry Black women, just jealous and hateful. Phaedra, pot, meat, kettle, because some of the stuff you're not wrong about, but you also called Roja a sinking ship, which you so joyfully returned to and had so much praise for these ladies last season. But now that you can go back to where you wanted to be, now you got all this trash to talk. Are they mean girls? Absolutely, yes. Are you also a mean girl? Yes, you are. So I just had to put that out there. The one thing that she did say that I agreed with is she said they don't like me and I like people who like me. It's an amen for that. I'm gonna give you that one, Phaedra. We should like people who like us. Yes, that is, protecting our mental health and our spirit. So Toya's talking about how they welcomed her last year. Toya, baby, that was last year, but what did y'all do this year? And Simone is saying, none of them have presented or have done trash that, she used to do. No, but again, it's really giving pop meat kettle. So, I'ma let y'all have it. T is saying that Phaedra doesn't have a friend in the group and that she doesn't fit in. I think she speaks to her and Contessa, and they're like, and Toya. And I said, Letitia, are you projecting much? Because you don't really have a friend and you don't really fit into the group, because Contessa is very flip-floppy, okay? And that's about all you got. So here we are. Heavenly says she tried to play in Apollo's face and got played. Y'all think Phaedra got played? Now, I don't think she was necessarily expecting that girl, that lady, to show up there, but I don't know if I would say that she got played. I think they both got a dose of the medicine that the other one decided to give them. She was upset and he was upset. So did she really get played? I mean, just my opinion. My bad. I'm trying to work on the ums and stuff, y'all. Heavenly says she called, because she wants to break the fourth wall at this point. She says she called Phaedra and said Apollo wants to film, and Phaedra says she knows everything that he does. Baby, you wanted your baby daddy to get that check, and I'm not mad at it. She kind of introduced him on the reunion last year, so we're, I struggle back and forth with that. I get it, but it's like once you open that door, your coworkers are gonna walk through it. We're making it. Yes, I'm calling them coworkers because we're making a show, so it kind of is what it is. Should they have brought Apollo on? Probably not, because I like to. And then to take him to Key West, like, what did he have to do with the prices? Nothing. But here we are, moseying along from that. Andy mentions that Shireen filed for divorce, and Quad says sometimes things don't work. The person didn't change. They just swapped out the woman. I said, oh, Quad, you better say that. That was a little dig. That was a little shot. We love to see it. And she says, the person is still who they were with the first wife. And I said, clock it. Letitia. So Andy has a cardboard cutout of Phaedra. And so Simone, pretends to be Phaedra. We asking him about Shaq. Child, if I told you that, I might as well tell the internet. It was cute, more corny. Yeah, we could have left it all out. Honestly, in my opinion, if we're going to have 3 parts to the reunion and the men are going to have such a huge part of the reunion this year, I think they're going to get maybe not all a part 2 because we got some other things to do, but like they're going to get almost a full part. And since we have to carve that out, we really could have skipped Phaedra altogether. On the break, y'all, Quad was over there squeezing on Heavenly's boobs. I said, women can be so weird sometimes. So we talk about Quad's triumphant return as we get her package. They accuse you last season of not being open, and Quad says she is working through things like, her issues with Simone. Simone doesn't believe that she owe her an apology for Napa, which we knew that. And she said, she had a king for over a year and no one knew. Quad says, listen, let me stop right there. Y'all said Quad wasn't giving nothing. Quad said, whoop, there it is. She bought you that man front and center, okay? She bought you that man front and center. You want open? Here it is, baby. I'm going to lay it all on the line. Anyway, moseying along. Now, Quad was saying that she doesn't mind the ladies coming with their grievances individually, but she felt like they ganged up on her. So Toya going to interrupt and said that they didn't bring her to Napa to get rid of her. Simone asked you to leave. Now, all of a sudden, no one knew that Simone was going to do that. That's not what they were there for. I said, gaslighting 101, because these ladies are really going to sit there and rewrite history. We got a flashback as if we needed it. And I was like, ooh, baby. I mean, I appreciate and commend Quad for being able to keep her composure, because I don't know if it could have been me. Simone runs her favorite line. You've been giving her ass to kiss for years. And, like I said, we get a flashback. And Quad is kind of asking, where's the accountability? So she says, that she did something that I was like, child, what was I trying to say here? She did something that Phaedra couldn't do and sat there at the table and let them come at her, and she still handled it with dignity and respect. Quad, Miss Quad. You ain't never lied, sis. You ain't never lied. So Andy asked Toya about not thinking that the apologies were sincere. And Toya says they weren't. They apologized to move on. No one wanted to go back and forth. And so here we are. Quad wanted an apology, so she received it. I said, now Toya be giving you the real. If she don't do nothing else, I think we getting into Toya's package next. But Toya be giving it to you, baby. My apologies, because we should have had Miss Quad up here while I was talking about Miss Quad. I'm not gonna go back and re-record, but we're gonna look at the beautiful Quad while we're talking about her. Okay, because I forgot when I was talking about Phaedra, but anyway. So Heavenly says her apology was sincere, and she's like, oh, Toya was saying Jackie didn't want to argue, and that's a Jackie trait. And Jackie's like, listen, at the beginning it was authentic, but she felt that it was going to keep going, so she cut it off. I'm like, told that lady to, here's a blank check and you just fill in the blanks. Jackie is really the OG mean girl, but it is what it is. Yeah, some things you kind of got to get used to if you're watching this show, and one of those things is Jackie. Now, the only thing I really couldn't stand about, well, it's 2 things I couldn't stand about Jackie, was the whole Buffy thing, and then what she said on Heavenly's YouTube channel, where those are my 2 issues with Jackie. Everything else is like, she kind of been mean and fat shaming and all that stuff. I think Phaedra had kind of brought that up also. And it is what it is. We're making a show. Now, I do believe that's authentically her, but we're making a show. So I kind of tend to let things slide here, even though it's supposed to be reality. Like it's reality, but it's not, if that makes any sense. Child, let me get back to what we were saying. Heavenly says that, she wouldn't have told him about King either. And Simone says she didn't do anything to Quad. And Quad has to remind her they weren't speaking, that she doesn't owe her business, but now they have a different relationship. And that I don't understand why Simone didn't understand that. Simone, you are not God above, okay? If that lady is not speaking to you and the way you treated her, why would she tell you about her man? I mean, I would not, but Simone do have a little bit of a God complex, low key, high key. So a viewer says that T has been on the internet saying Quad is jealous. She's with Gregory. Baby, this whole shit is laughable. So Letitia says she doesn't really know, but Quad's been going on a press tour talking crap about her. Baby, y'all all have. You been talking crap. Quad has her little jabs. Toya been saying stuff. Heavenly got her YouTube channel. It's part of the job, man. It's part of the job. Now you can choose whether to be nice, nasty, shady, or not shady. That is up to you. But they're gonna ask you, even if you don't speak on it because she got a YouTube channel too. Even if you don't speak about it on your YouTube channel, dollars to donuts. You're gonna go on something and they're gonna ask you. You're gonna have to answer. So it's up to you whether you're gonna keep it cute or not. Quad says she ain't got no beef with that lady, but Letitia says, you're watching me with a magnifying glass, waiting for a moment, baby. Again, projecting much. Quad is waiting for a moment. Quad, I am feeling Kenya, baby. I am the moment. I am feeling that for Miss Quad, okay? Because Miss Quad, she got it. When they say she got it, she got for real. Quad is the it girl. Okay, she's young, she's popping, she's beautiful. She beautiful too. She's beautiful. The body is bodying. Okay, smart, successful, all of the things. Okay, so what do we have to be jealous of? And there's no knock on Sweet Tea because I ain't gonna come for the lady's looks and appearances, although I am not a fan. But it's just like, what are we even doing here? So she says, Quad says, you would not be here without me. Oh, you heard the sister right. Baby, Letitia gonna say, you wouldn't be here without Gregory. Baby, you're a fan, you're a fan, you're a fan. He is the medicine. And that's why I say that, because you've been watching the show. That was their problem with Quad. You're not married to medicine, my love. Okay. Has Buffy been coaching you? Has Mariah been coaching you? Has Phaedra been coaching you? Baby, you are trying, but the hits is not landing at all. You don't have the timing for the reads. Like you can't read it all. You just like to swing and you like to fight and you like to tussle. So we're gonna keep it a buck. Quad has to tell her I was in medical device sales, like catch it. All right. So T says something about, her man keeping her relevant, referring to King. He fine, ain't he, baby Quad? He's cute. We love him for you. I mean, he's definitely finer than Dr. G, but I love Quad's confidence, okay? You sold your soul, sweetheart. T, she ain't got to be reading you like that. And Letitia's on her, my husband, my man type of ish. Nobody really cares. Quad say, and he talked to you like you're on a stick. Baby, as quick as you can dish him, Quad can take him and zing him right back. T is going to say, you're a non-motherfucking factor. So who? Heavenly says. So Quad's like, and she calls her delusional. Ma'am. Now you Evelyn Lozada, and now we on Basketball Wives. That was at least a decade ago. Like, really? A old dry ass? I didn't even read. I mean, Letitia, I'm trying to stay off your ass. You're not making it easy, girl. So the viewers bring up the Rolls Royce, and Letitia gonna say allegedly versus his little Mini Cooper. I love when they give us that flashback, baby. And Letitia says that Quad comes off as fake. Baby, I guess. Quad calls her country She says, "You're a hop and a skip from Memphis, Tennessee. You're a Beverly hillbilly." Letitia. Tanisha. Shout out to Erica De Niro. So Toya laughs, and Heavenly's looking like, "Girl, oh, bitch, I know you lying." I said, "Yeah, Heavenly. You know, Letitia." So we start talking about, this having sex 15 times a week. And Quad is like, "It is awesome." Quad is smiling from ear to ear, baby. She said she done got her son this morning. It is good to her. So Andy asked if there is any chance for a baby Quad. And she says we're hoping. She is in the process because, they were talking about IVF. And she is working with Dr. Jackie. I said, "Okay, all right. Jackie says, she's excited. They're trying to, work through the challenges. And she doesn't know if they will have an announcement at the end of today. I seen pictures of Quad recently. I don't think she's pregnant, but I would love for her to be pregnant if they could do it the way that they wanted to do. I know the traditional way is to get married and have the baby, and get married, get a house, have the baby. And that's kind of what I was looking for. That's not what I got because it is what it is. But whatever way works for her, I just want them to be in a healthy relationship, whatever that means to them. So if she wants to get married, I want her to get married. If she wants to buy a house with the man, I want her to buy a house with the man. If they want to have a baby, I want her to have the baby. I just want a happy, healthy relationship. That's what I want from Miss Quad, okay? Quad says, y'all let you know, if she's pregnant. And Jackie says, "Listen, baby, when you get pregnant, ain't gonna be 15 times." And Quad says, "There's other things she can do." And I was like, "Baby, pregnancy can, I've been 3 times, I got 3 kids. Pregnancy can go one of two ways. Either you could be horny and you could really want you some up to the bitter end, or you cannot want that man to touch you." So either way, I pray that y'all figure it out and that he's understanding, because that's all I want, okay? And we leave Quad's package with an onward and upward. And let me just say this, because we're gonna get into Letitia a little bit later, and she's not my favorite person, but I will say I hate that she put herself in a situation, and I just really want her to get herself out. Again, not my favorite person, but does she deserve, Dr. G? Baby, you deserve better than that. Know your worth. Moving on along, we move on to Miss Toya's package, okay? And Toya's been keeping it real this season. Toya generally keeps it real, but that's the theme. They're giving us a little flashback. We're going through all the things. We seeing her give the ladies hell in that doggone Beyonce shoot. And then as we're at the reunion, Andy decides he wants to play a truth-telling game. Who's had the most work done in the group? She say Heavenly. I said, "Oh, Heavenly laughs." So she took it in stride. I'm curious to see. I think she canceled her live. I'm curious to see what she says on her live, and maybe we'll talk about it in part 2. And my apologies, because it's just going to be a long one to get to the nitty gritty of it. And I'm gonna have to pause it and make sure I get everything for you. Who's gonna have the hardest time telling the truth here tonight? She says, Tisha. Who most needs to fire their stylist? Heavenly gonna say Simone. Simone said, "F you, Heavenly. He's not talking." I love when the ladies give it back and forth to each other and they can take it and it's all in fun. Toya again says, Tisha, who's better looking, me or Anderson Cooper? I think was the question that he asked. And she says, "Oh, you are." He says, "You pause." You pause. They're like, "Ooh, shady, 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 baby." So he's like, "Listen, I agree." And Toya's like, "No, you're both handsome. He's a little bit taller." I said, "Oh, baby, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller." Anyway, so one of the viewers talks about how she talks to Eugene and how she was drooling over King, and all the things that Toya likes to do. And Toya says they both are looking okay. They both look at eye candy. He just ain't going to say it to her. Girl, that's realistic, okay? And kudos to him for not doing it in your face and not saying it to you. Like, let's keep it cute now. Now, I don't know if Toya's keeping it cute, but we going to move forward. She says he understands her humor and vice versa, and that's their dynamic. Andy asked the ladies about it, and Heavenly's like, "Listen, initially, I thought that she should back down, but now, I know that that's their dynamic, and he doesn't have a problem with it." So Toya says, Toya says that Eugene has his own voice, and Contessa says, Something about Toya keeps Eugene on his toes. And I said, indeed, because I was the same way. And I think I've said it in previous recaps and even on social media that like I didn't like the way, and I still don't like the way Toya talks to Eugene. But it's kind of like he like it, I love it. He's defended her in the past. Clearly he like a little spicy, like a little seasoning on his, on his food and his his relationship. So he like it, I love it. And he, she keep him on his toes. Was ladies, by all means, keep him on their toes. So, I like Toya and Eugene. It works for them. So by all means. So they're asking, I think it was a viewer who asked if there's going to be any more Birkin showers. And she says, no, she has two. And right now they're in her new home, that the bags are in their new home. So congratulations to Dr. Eugene and Toya. They have got a new home. Simone says it's not a rental. Said, yeah, that's worth noting, because the last one she was in was a rental. And the house is nice. They show a couple shots. It's not, well, it wasn't finished, the shots that they showed us. This one looks a little more modern, but it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But Toya has an eye. She's got an eye. She knows how to put things together, definitely when it comes to her home. So I liked it. I think Andy asked her if this is her fourth house. She said maybe fifth. And she said, and I didn't move into anyone else's house. Baby Quad laughs. It took her a minute, but she caught that. She caught it. I caught it. It was good to me. Okay. Letitia says, I own my home. Toya says, my name is on the mortgage. Tisha said, mine too. And you just got your name on yours. Letitia, y'all still got a mortgage, baby? This ain't me. I mean, I am throwing shade, but I don't got no house either at this point. But I'm like, this is Toya's fourth or fifth home, right? She's been married for 16 years and she has kids. Like, what are we even doing here? Like this is why I say her stuff doesn't be landing. Like, you're throwing shade at Toya. Like, Toya ain't never been a homeowner. Okay. Toya buy a house and buy a new one. Okay. She rent a house and she buy a new house. All right. Is it my ministry? No, but clearly they have the money and the means to do it. Sometimes she don't work Eugene to the bone. That's why I'm glad Eugene is doing something else that he likes to do. But baby, like, don't come for Toya. So before we leave Toya's package, Andy's asking her, like, is there anything else you want to say? She's like, she doesn't like who's on the couch with her, but there's nowhere else for her to go. I said, yikes. And then she's kind of saying she loved on every new person, and that, nobody there can say she's not a bad friend. Toya. What about Audra? You was nice to Audra? You were not. Y'all can get down in the comments and let me know who else Toya was shady to. Okay. I can't recall. That's the first one off the top of my head. But baby, Toya. Baby, Letitia says that Toya is trying to make a moment. It is the audacity for me. Toya says, I know you're a fan and you've been watching the show, girl. We know she slid into them DMs though. So Andy kind of interjects and it's like, Toya has been on the show for 11 years. That's where the delusion comes in, Andy. That's where you're sitting on this, like, let me finish what they said. So she's like, she doesn't have anything else other than Stormy. Toya says, do you know where you are, baby? They had jokes about that one. Jackie was like, do you know where you are? But that's where, like I said, that's where the delusion comes in. Toya has been here for 11 years. And Toya is, now I know this is Married to Medicine and not the Housewives, but Toya is the ultimate housewife. Okay, baby, I aspire. Toya lives a soft life. She go play tennis. She do whatever with her kids. Like, you really have life so twisted. But, here we are. So Letitia's saying, let me speak. And she's like, you speak like a child. Please help the baby. Letitia, they be eating you up, girl. They be eating you up. So she says, when she first came on the show, you asked me to go at Quad. This is Letitia talking about Toya. And Toya's like, I don't even speak like that. She's like, I'm paraphrasing. So she's like, do you have any proof? And she's like, me and Quad had issues for 6 years. Why would I need you? Yeah, Toya, I get that. But also you got to call a thing a thing. I believe her. And you did want her. You put a battery in that back for this lady to come at Quad. Now, I will also say, Tisha's supposed to be grown. So she could have just said no, or she could have just came on and did the authentic thing like she said she did with Dr. Mimi when they was trying to paint her, as a C word. But you chose to come and accept the challenge and give the action and everything else. So Letitia is saying that Toya and Heavenly have been an instigator between both, her and Quad. And Toya's like, baby, you are delusional. She said, you said we shared the same dick. You did, Toya says. And Heavenly gonna go, you shared the same dick over to Quad. And she says, I did. I said, oh, baby. Quad's face was hysterical. Jackie's sitting there looking mortified because Jackie prepared to talk about the vagine, baby, but Jackie is not about to talk about that peen. So Toya and T are going back and forth and back. And Letitia says, she ain't got ish, but Stormy the you ain't got ish, but Stormy, tend to your child, Stormy the purse. And I said, now, Tisha, if this lady says something about your fertility, because you're talking about Stormy the person, that lady got she got a whole 2 kids, she got a husband of 16 years, she got a brand new house. If she says something about your fertility, you won't be in your feelings. So you might want to watch your words, baby girl. That's all I'm saying. Watch your words. I just realized I was speaking with the mic on mute. Y'all, I'm going to try to shorten the next recap, but let's try and round this thing up. Toya is saying you didn't have a problem with me till you saw me and Quad were cool. And Tisha's saying no. I said, yeah, and vice versa. And vice versa. Not that T was cool with Quad. Y'all know what I mean. So Quad is saying she is not upset with Letitia, but when Toya told her to put her out at the bachelorette party last season, you accommodated it. And she's like, I did because I didn't know you. And she's like, well, we were cool till you fell for it. And you took the bait. Letitia's saying she didn't. And Toya's like, God forbid you take any accountability, baby. Now, Letitia's not about to do that. So Quad says, listen, there's no challenge with you. You could be Dawn, LaShawn, Inez, or Delisha, okay? She don't care. You're just a person that's there. I said, I know that had to sting. I know that had to sting. So Toya calls her a liar, and then Simone comes over and leans in front of Tisha, holds her hands, talking about, I'm coming to you as a big sister. Toya's like, dang, I was a big sister last year. I was the only one like holding her hands. And she's like, let's have some real conversations. Y'all are in battle, and this setting is not just for battle. I said, baby, be so for real. Well, finally, we about to wrap this chapter up and move on to Contessa's return. So we talk about Jackie's fake injury, and we get Contessa's package and talk about her return to the show. She says they kind of picked up like they never left, or like she never left. Love to hear it. And if she had left the whole Heavenly thing alone, we might have been better off. Andy talks about her soured friendship with Heavenly. And I said, was she only going for 1 season? I thought Contessa was going for like 2 seasons. You guys can get that in the comments and correct me if I'm wrong. Contessa says, she was hurt and it was unexpected. That's fair. So she says, she dog turned her husband out. Heavenly disagrees with that. You told, Heavenly was saying, you told us your issues on TV, which she did, and I just told you to stop, which she did. Now, I will say this because, I have been a rider for Heavenly. I don't really feel like she really said too much wrong as it comes to her YouTube, but potentially maybe she could have just agreed to super chat and agreed to question and moved on from there. But I have such a hard time with it because Contessa, that season was hard to watch, and Contessa really, really did give us a lot of personal information, and it was triggering to a lot of us. So I'm gonna move on from it. Heavenly saying her problem with her is that she doesn't know who she is or whether you're telling the truth, and Contessa feels the same way about her. Contessa says her marriage is stronger than ever, baby. You got to be careful when you say that because that's when the marriage is about to fall apart. And then she says because complaining led them to therapy and resolution. Love that for y'all. Heavenly's like, I just said stop talking about it. Well, that was bad advice. I don't know that was bad advice. You did kind of listen because you did stop talking about it on the show. And I think that's kind of what she meant. If you want to sit there and complain to your husband, that's your business. But I think what Heavenly meant is stop talking about it on the show. And for sure you did. Now everything is, perfect, perfect, perfect. But we gonna move on from it. So Toya says, listen, Heavenly called that man abusive. Tess said Daddy was cheating, so they're even. So one of the viewers says Contessa had a list of insults, but your mama is going too far. And then she's like, that's not what you said. And Quad is like, listen, nobody should be talking about anyone's mama, especially one that's no longer here. So I think both Quad and Toya is kind of saying that's Heavenly's go-to. It is a lot a bit lame because it shows that you don't have an expansive vocabulary, that your brain doesn't fire as quickly. Listen, baby, my brain be struggling to fire sometimes too. I don't be saying your mama, but I get it. It's not right. That is what she does. But I know personally, I'm not a fan of people saying, oh, that's just how so and so is. Oh, that's just how so and so is. So trust me, I get it. Mixed babies, sleeping in separate bedrooms, buying your children's love. One of the viewers asked if Contessa has a PI. Contessa says you can't be mad at the streets. Yikes. The one thing about that is when somebody comes forward with that much information, I think Heavenly did say something about her man cheating also, but when somebody comes forward with that much information and being that hurtful, baby, you was keeping that stored up. And I hate that for you. I hate that for Heavenly. Heavenly should have let it go, but this is what she does on the show. I'm not saying that it's right, but baby, it's the mudslinging. What Contessa said, ooh, child, just yikes. So Heavenly says it's hurtful, and Andy is asking where she got it from. Heavenly's kind of saying that she made it up, but Tessa says no. There's lots of talk of infidelity in that relationship. Quad says she's never heard anything like that. So Andy's kind of asking the group, and Simone says that she had a woman tell her that that she knew Damon and he asked for her number. You believe that? Heavenly's asking. Yeah, Heavenly. Toya says she also heard it, and that baby, that is where the episode ends. Okay. I ain't gonna apologize. It was a lot to get into. Like I said, maybe it'll be I had said I hope it'd be shorter next week. Maybe it'll be shorter next week. Maybe it won't, because next week, baby, the men are arriving. So we're gonna get into the foolishness that they got going on. And Quad and Simone are about to unravel backstage. And I hate to see it. I really just don't understand why. First of all, I think Contessa and this revelation is crazy, but I mean, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I guess because it's a reality show, it is what it is, and anything is fair game. I know Heavenly has said her family is off the table, but here we are. I guess we'll, cross that bridge when we get to it. I know Dr. Daddy is not going to be a fan of it because him and Greg are going to talk about what he said last year, him being a punk. So he's definitely for sure about to probably have a problem with Cecil, but maybe Eugene. We gonna see, y'all. We are going to see. Something else I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't remember. We will save the rest. Anything I forget, we will save the rest for next week. I think I was just kind of talking about. I was talking about Simone. I don't know why Simone has such a hard on for Quad that every time they just make up is makeup to break up, and it's a lot. It really is a lot, y'all. Like I said, don't forget to leave a comment down in the comment section or an emoji or something, just kind of help your girl out. Please keep the subs coming. Keep the subs coming. Your girl's trying to get those numbers up. I appreciate you guys ever so kindly. Please make sure you are checking out some of my other content, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.